Hacking Growth meets the Design Sprint. I'm Sabrina Goerlich, a strategic designer with 25 years of experience, and I'm the founder of the Designsprint studio. I want to tell you what I've recently learned from our meetup workshop, Growth Hacking meets Design Sprint, and how you could prepare one too. Some days ago, we were running a meetup in our lovely location with the goal to check out if a group of people with a diverse background and zero knowledge about the topic is able to develop some growth experiments. I want to show you how we prepared and what exercises we put together. We used the Hacking Growth book from Sean Ellis, the Sprint book from Jake Knapp, our Design Sprint mindset, the latest video from Designsprint's Jonathan Courtney, the help from our growth hacking friend Ian Thakra, and a short version of Mona Patel's research sprint. You can find out more of each mentioned source in the links. I want to present the topic first, and then I show you step by step how we run this workshop and how the group interacted. Our topic for this event was to support a local running event, the so-called Bottwartal Marathon. It's the most popular running event in the south of Germany, but has a lack of awareness. We want to support them, attracting more runners and sponsors, since we are also taking part, and I tortured myself there last year. We invited local people to our meetup who are interested in Design Sprint and Hacking Growth. And at the very beginning, I prepared a quick intro to explain the benefits of the Design Sprint, what you use it for, how you run them, and I told them also something about the mindset of Hacking Growth and what we will do in this workshop. This just to give them a context, very short. And I had to figure out how to give them the information about the running event, because obviously they were not familiar with the Bottwartal Marathon. For preparing this briefing, I have a favorite approach. Mona Patel developed a 2-week research sprint. I heard her talking about this in the Product Breakfast podcast. Since then, I was hooked, and it's on the top of my list, and I already checked it out in another workshop, and it worked very well. For this research, you need close friends or family members to get an authentic conversation about a certain topic. To find out more about the method, check out her website Motivate Design, which you find under the video. We have a vast community with sports enthusiasts, so we were looking for 2 of them to make them talk about this event and their experiences, expectations, feelings, struggles, wishes. And we recorded the phone call and mixed it up with some images and a video about the event and showed this to the group. It took around only 10 minutes. Then the group started with the sailboat exercise. They wrote about the positive aspects, put their post-its at the whiteboard and read them out loud. This first exercise is to set a positive mood for the group. I just left this without categorizing into the 3 levers: acquisition, activation and retention, because of the time. Then they wrote post-its about what doesn't go that well, the obstacles, and again sticking them at the wall, reading out loud. No comments are allowed. Then usually you group the post-its into the 3 levers: acquisition, activation and retention, but I forgot this. I gave them 3 minutes for each step, and then plus the presentation. Then I gave them 3 dots and 2 minutes each to vote on the most important challenges. Again, I cutted this, telling them to focus on the retention part. Then you will prepare the map. We prepared the map in advance for them, to saving time. Watching the video from Designsprint, I knew that we won't have that much time. Now here you see the map we already prepared. So here you have the stakeholder, and we only concentrated on the runners. So usually you have more stakeholders here. You have the acquisition, the activation and the retention part. And here you have the most voted challenges. We put the most voted challenges into the map to define the target area. I explained them the whole workshop, how it would look like and what we reduced. And like I mentioned before, we didn't have the time, so we had to focus on one of the 3 levers, which is retention. And then we put the most voted challenge into how might we question. And my mistake was, and I realized this only afterwards, not to categorize in advance, made the audience confused. But for me, everything fitted into the retention area. Maybe because I was so focused. But yes, to avoid confusion, please categorize first and then stick it to the one part only. And as I mentioned, the retention lever is the most effective one. The next step, the lightning demos, this is an essential part. What I like about the lightning demos, and I encourage this, not only to think about examples from other industries or about experiences you had made recently, but also using own ideas which derives from existing models or just came up in this exercise, and then present to the group. I gave them only 5 minutes and then plus the presentation. Now I had only 20 minutes left for the concepts, and so I split them, giving them 10 minutes for taking notes, going through all the challenges and lightning demos, and then starting sketching. And another 10 minutes to develop the growth experiment. I made it quite open so everybody can choose how much time he would spend for each step. And I can say they were really fast. At the end, we choose one concept occasionally from each group, and they presented it to the other groups. And I want to show you one example, and I can tell you that everyone was surprised about the results. Everyone was able, in this short amount of time, to develop a growth hacking experiment for a topic they didn't know anything about in the beginning. So this is how 2 of the growth experiments look like. You see, it's really simple, and it's already, so this is all in German, but it's already really clear how this could work, and they did it in just 10 minutes. And now we want to test some of the experiments in real, maybe also create new ones to increase the number of runners for the event. And I'm sure that this is a great example just to show how powerful this workshop format can be. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe. And I will be happy to get feedback from you. Actually, my main channel is Instagram, where I share my journey with the Designsprint and the transformation of my design agency every day. So if you want to know more, check out this link.